Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Wendy, Austin and Wendy. Thank you for joining us for this video. And don't forget to like and subscribe and check out our other channels if you have time. Hope you enjoyed this. I am going to share, I've been promising to do this for a few videos now. I'm going to share the pancake recipe. I have shared my recipe that I got from my mom years ago. It's on an index card, if y'all can see that. But I have that one mostly ready. I've got the butter melted for that one. And I'm making this one just a single batch, enough for me and Austin. 1 cup of flour, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, melting 2 tablespoons of butter. We will be adding 1 egg and 2/3 of a cup of milk, but I'm going to wait for the butter to be ready. And then I'll probably let it cool down some so I can cook my egg. But that is what will go in that one to finish that off. I have been promising to share a low-carb, keto-friendly pancake. We tried 2 different kinds. The one that Henry is like, we really like the flavor of one of them, but I could not get them to rise, and they were just flat as anything. So really good flavor, but they wouldn't rise, and Henry did not like that. He is very much a texture person. If he doesn't think it's the right texture and stuff, then he doesn't care for it. But in this cookbook, this is my sister-in-law gave me several cookbooks recently. This is one of them. We found what's labeled fluffy almond flour pancakes. So we made this one last time. He liked them. They just didn't taste like pancakes to me. But he liked them. And he actually opted to eat them with no syrup. He didn't use syrup. I put a little bit of syrup in them. So I'll do that again as the sweetener. But he opted to just put his strawberries, slice his strawberries, and put them on top of the pancake instead of doing syrup or anything like that. Ella did eat hers with syrup. She loved them. Little Austin liked it. And I think Jace ate one too. So I'm going to do, but they didn't have very many. It only made like 4 or 5. So I'm going to make them a double batch as well. So I'm making them a double batch. I'm making my batch a single batch. I'm used to doubling or tripling my recipe, but since the kids are all going to eat this one, it's just going to be a double. We need, let's see, so if we're doubling it, I need 2 cups of almond flour to double it. There's a thing on here for almond flour cookies with cranberries and coconut. Henry wouldn't like cranberries or coconut. All right, so 2 cups of flour. I'm going to have to get me some more of these big containers because I don't have one for the almond flour. But the only way I found the almond flour so far is in these bags. Actually, my mom said she picked me up some up at Costco. Fits in 3-pound bags. And price-wise, it's cheaper than what I get at Walmart. So she picked me up a couple big bags of this. So that would be nice to add to my stash. Buddy. All right, 2 cups of flour. Better check on the eggs. If that cools just a little bit. And then let's see. I'm going to do all the dry stuff in here first. We want 2 teaspoons baking powder. Buddy. Excuse me. 2 teaspoons baking powder. It's 1/4 teaspoon, so we need a 1/2 teaspoon. And this is 1/4, so we need 2 of them. What do I want to do? Want it? Finished with those. We're still going to need vanilla. I need syrup, milk, and eggs. I don't know why I put the eggs away. I should know I was going to need those. Need more eggs. With this part, the dry stuff up. That's something I don't know. I do not know if you're supposed to whisk almond flour or not. I guess you could, but I'm just using my fork and breaking up the big chunks. Mixing the salt and baking powder in. Dry ingredients, and we need the wet ingredients. I'm just going to use one of these. So if we're doubling, we need 4 eggs. 1, 2, 3, go, 4. Let's whisk. Wait, I want to get syrup out. 4 eggs, 1/4 cup. So we want 1/2 cup of milk. Henry is for the most part using almond milk, but when I'm cooking something, I'm still using this whole milk, and it just says dairy or non-dairy, so it doesn't matter. It's the amount. I figure that way he'll still get some of the nutrients that are in that and not take his sugar up a whole lot. All right, so it's 1/2 cup of milk since we doubled it, and the vanilla. It says 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, so we're going to do 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. We're done with the vanilla. I still need milk and eggs. For the regular pancakes. Oh, I didn't do syrup. And she says the syrup is optional. So it says 1 tablespoon of honey or maple syrup. It does say that's optional, but I figured I'm making it for kids. They'd like it to taste a little sweeter. Now, I am using this syrup. I bought this syrup specifically for Henry because it's sugar-free, but he does not like it. I don't blame him. I don't like it either, but he did like the way I made the pancakes last time, and I had used this syrup to sweeten it. So if that's a way I can use this to get it gone, then that will be great. Austin may like this. I'm not sure. He grew up on syrup more of this flavor. All right, combine ingredients. And it says to gradually add the wet ingredients, but I'm pretty sure last time that I just poured it all in there. If you're making a bigger batch, then maybe I should see doing it slowly. Drink gently until just combine. No, it says avoid over mixing. I just mixed it like I was doing regular pancakes. I didn't really pay attention to this other part down here, I think. But this is a kid's cookbook, so it does explain things quite thoroughly, which is good. It will be great for when Henry's learning to cook, which he does some cooking already. I'm not leaving him alone in the kitchen right now, not much. He can cook his eggs for breakfast in the mornings. Done really well. He was teaching Ella the other day. I'm not sure how much attention she was paying, but they made eggs together. And it says pour about 1/4 cup of the batter onto the skillet for each pancake. Now, normally, when I used to make pancakes, I didn't measure. But since I need to know how many carbs are in each of his pancakes, I measured this. I won't measure mine when I do mine. So 1/4 cup for each pancake. And I like this because it's got the amounts right on it. If I did the ingredients exactly like it says, per pancake, this says based on 4 servings. It says it's supposed to make 6 pancakes. Oh, no, it makes 4 pancakes. It's supposed to make 4 pancakes. So this should be 8 pancakes for the youngest 4 to share. Hopefully that's enough. I made 2 last time and made just 1 batch last time. Little Austin ate the same pancakes I did, which will be fine. So I did a double batch. So each one of these as a 1/4 cup will be, where's we go? 6 carbs in each. So, all right, I have that ready. I'm going to turn my skillet on, or my griddle. Turn that on to 300, let it warm up, and I'm going to dip my hands. I'll rinse this, going to use the same bowl for mine. I'm not going to say the amounts I'm putting for this. I can write this recipe down in the bottom too, in case anybody hasn't seen that before. Don't want to confuse from the other recipe by saying it also. I can put them both in the description, the box stuff. Keep banging on a bar stove down here. Butter. These here pancakes I grew up eating. So if it doesn't taste like this, I've probably eaten it. It may still mix up a little bit. All right. I'm going to put this away. Some of these things out the way. All right. Non-stick keto oil. And it says actually lightly grease for these with coconut oil. And it did stick a little. Coconut oil or butter, it says. I'm just going to use my oil or butter. I'm just going to use my oil a little bit. All right. Mix this one more time. Come on, make a mess. I'm going to try and keep this video going at least long enough to show y'all what some of these look like. What these ones look like. Now I will have another glass of milk with my pancakes. I'm not much on drinking milk myself, but that's one reason why having pancakes for supper is a good supper for me, because it will get me to drink milk. Henry asked me why we have breakfast for supper, and I told him it's because Mom was too busy to make it at breakfast time. Oh, it's funny. But I usually have like 10 things going on at breakfast. It is not a time when I can make pancakes. It just doesn't work for me. I also have bacon and sausage over here already made. And this morning, I made tea. I made some of our raspberry tea this morning. Well, it's wild berry tea right now. I made it this morning, let it steep, and just a little bit ago, I took the tea bags out of it. So it's also cool enough I can put it in these jars now. These are the jars I like to put in my refrigerator. They take up way less space than this big jug does. And it's easier to pour a drink for the kids. Not so big. So then I'll wash this, and I just put it away until I'm ready to make some more again. I don't like to pour the super hot water into these to make it, or I just make it right in these. Plus, it's hard to get the tea bags out of these. So I use that to make it, and then I transfer it. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. It's a good thing I forgot about them. These look really good. They look better than last time. I think I cooked them just a little bit too long. I'm not sure. While those are cooking, I'm going to put some of this dry stuff away into its proper spaces. I'm going to also make my husband some of his country gravy. I have made that on here as well before. He may choose to just put some of that on his pancakes instead of syrup. That's what he did last time. I think I'm going to be able to scrape an extra one out of there. I'm gonna get 5 or 9. Boy, I got 9 pancakes out of it, but they look really good. I don't know why I wasn't a fan of the flavor. My husband says he's headed home. He's on the probably already left on the bike, so he won't see that till he gets home. But tell him I love him anyway. But maybe he'll see it before he turns the bike on. I was gonna get this ready. I can close that book. So for his country gravy, I have this country gravy mix that I get at Sam's. I buy in the big bags. I pour it in here. And I do 2 cups of water. I don't do it exactly the way it says to do it on the package. I do the amount of water and the amount of gravy it says. But other than that, I don't do what it says. I warm up 2 cups of water, get it to boiling. Then I add the gravy, whisk it together. I let it cook for another minute or so, and then it's done. Alrighty. I did not get to make an ending for this video with cooking supper, so I am a couple days later trying to make an ending for it. Want to say it was really good. That's how he's decided he likes it. Makes his supper super low carb, and he likes it. So no syrup for him. He could have it if he wanted it, but he has been opting to not. He just puts strawberries on them instead. But everybody's supper was really good, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we will see y'all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.